Good afternoon. It is April the 20th. I'm back at the bee yard, as you can probably tell. Okay, plans have changed. I had sworn off the Nicot queen rearing system, but after some short conversations with some more experienced beekeepers online, I'm going to give it another try. The two that I actually contacted online said that they usually have to keep the queen in the box for 3 or 4 days. One of them said they check after they put the queen in there, they check it about every 12 hours. So we're going to give this another shot. Not going to put her in the box today. It's going to be nice today, nice tomorrow, then it's supposed to rain again for like 5 days. So I'm going to put the box and the frame in. I'm just going to do regular inspections. I'm going to put the box and the frame in the hive today, let the bees, clean it up again, do all their stuff with it. And then tomorrow I'm going to come in and put the queen in the box. Probably going to do that later in the afternoon, and then I have to work the next day. Well, it's supposed to be raining for the next 5 days for sure, from what I understand. So what I'm going to have to end up having to do, probably, I've got a large patio umbrella, and I can use that if it's raining, as long as it's not blowing and stuff like that. I can use the umbrella to check. And all I have to do is get into that one hive and check for eggs. When I start seeing eggs, I need to wait 4 days. I need to try to estimate when they were laid, and 3 and 4 days later, right after they hatch and there's tiny larvae in the cells, I need to try to put those over onto the queen frame. So I'm going to go to work day after tomorrow, and then the days that I'm off after that, I'll try to check twice a day. Both of those days I'll try to check as soon as it gets warm enough in the morning to see if there's any eggs, and then later in the afternoon, before it starts cooling off too much, I'll check again to see if there's any eggs. If there's not any eggs, if I can find eggs one of those the later half of the day, I'll know they were laid that day. So I pretty much have a good starting point on for my queen rearing calendar. That was my problem before. I kind of blindly just followed that queen rearing calendar. It's not as cut and dry as it seems, or as we'd hope. Bees like to do their own thing sometimes. But anyway, we're going to do that today. I'm just going to, like I said, do a regular inspection and put that the box frame in the hive. I thought about doing 2. I've got 2 different ones, but I don't have 2 of those queen rearing frames. All I have is like 18 of the little things. So 18 queen cells is all I can have. I mean, I don't even expect to get half of this time. But if I can just get a few, get it started, get used to it, and kind of get my system down, my technique down, then I'll be happy with that. Like I said, I'm learning, so I'm gonna light my smoker, get my stuff on, and we'll get started. All right. A little bit of smoke at the front. Well, there's definitely drones. I can see drones. Hopefully I don't have any problems with queen cells. If we do, we may be doing some splitting. Well, there are a few dead bees in here. Not a ton. I still think they're getting in because of the seal around the top. I really do. Alright. Oh, yeah. I like seeing that. How many bees those are. I mean, there's a lot of bees in this thing. A lot of bees. I may have to start feeding. I think I'm gonna start external feeding because okay, that's a drone, and this a drone. She's kicking him out. She just dropped him on the ground. So I think what has happened, I put a queen excluder underneath the honey supers. The queen had actually laid in some of the honey super down there on the bottom. I think she probably, I can't remember, I'm pretty sure though, she probably had some drone brew, drone comb. Golly. Well, it would help if I put my... So there's probably some drones hatching, and they can't get through the queen excluder. So, oh, there is a frame that came off. Okay. I didn't even check to see how much honey there is in there. Nothing in that one. There's a lot of bees on it. They're actually storing some up there. I don't know if I need to feed them or not. If they are putting honey up, they definitely have some kind of flow going on. Maybe they look like they're all down and eating it. It may just be because I smoked them, but it's not real heavy. I mean, it is kind of heavy. It's not, I can tell it's not empty. So I'm just checking to see how much honey's left in it. This is kind of light, but it's got some nectar in it, or some honey, whatever they're in the process of putting up. That one's empty completely. I don't know if we've got a flow going on right now. I mean, we've got a few things that are blooming, but I don't even know if the bees use it or not. That one bush at the house, the bees are all over it, but I don't know if they're getting nectar or if they're getting pollen. That's kind of light. I think that. But I think I put the full one on top so they would start filling the bottom one up first. I don't know. It's one of those things where there's not much blooming. I know the blackberries and stuff they're not blooming yet. That's usually when our big flow starts, when the blackberries and stuff like that starts blooming. So if I quit yakking and just get this done. Use my other hive tool. This one's not my favorite. Just give them a little bit of smoke, not much. So let's see how they're drawing some of this stuff out. And I didn't bring my hive rest on it, did I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's right here. There's a lot of bees on the frames, but they're not putting any honey up on that frame, which would be one that they would be putting up on. Make sure the queen hadn't laid in it. I mean, I would like for her to, but I don't think she has. That's just an empty frame right there. They haven't even drawn this out yet. Looks like they're interested in it. Queen's not on it. Make sure I'm queen right before I commit to putting her in a box. Well, there's honey in that one. No brood. That's all empty. That's not, there's no eggs or nothing in that one. With all these bees, they ought to be drawing some of this comb out. That may be another indication there's not a flow on. If there's not enough food, they won't draw it out. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's capped. It's capped. If it's capped, it means they've already swarmed. Or if they haven't, they're going to. I gotta get this queen out of here. Put her in another box. I've got a nuke with me. How in the world did they do that though? Because I didn't see any other eggs on that frame. I didn't see a single egg or larva or anything on that frame. But it's sure enough capped. Oh my gosh. Okay, they have, shoot. Okay, I gotta do some splits. I gotta do some splits today. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 queen cells there. And I was so happy with myself for keeping them out of swarm mode for so long. And I think I may know how I screwed up by taking too many frames of drawn comb out of the hive and giving them empty frames that they had to draw out. Well, if they don't have enough food, they won't draw them out. There's another one. There's one that, God, that one looks like it's already been, hatched out and they're tearing it down. Or they're just tearing it down. It didn't make it. She's marked. So if I find her, I got to get her in another box. There's one right there they're feeding the queen on that one. Golly. So there's another. Yeah, it's got royal jelly in it. I don't see an actual larva, but it definitely has royal jelly in it. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm glad I'm going through these today. Hopefully she's still in this box. If they haven't already swarmed, I'll be lucky. I'll be lucky if they hadn't already swarmed. Come on, get out of the way. I don't want to get stung on the thumbs. There's another queen cell. Well, they are in swarm mode. And I'm afraid they've already swarmed. Golly. There's another queen cell. So that's, if I put a frame in each split, that's 3 splits right there. Golly, that's a bunch of bees. Fixing to be a bunch of bees right there. There are queen cells on the. She's already swarmed. But I'll tell you what, there's a bunch of. There's another queen cell. So there's another frame that can go in a split. I gotta make a phone call, see if somebody can bring me some boxes. I should have brought a bunch of nuke boxes with me and I just didn't do it. Let's see, hopefully she's on this one or she's in the. I thought they sounded kind of testy, so. If I find her, she's going right into a box. There she is. Oh my gosh. Look, there she is. Oh, okay. I'm not even gonna let her go. Well, matter of fact, hold on. Let me catch her. Because trust me, a queen in the hand is better than a 3 in the cells. All right, she's caught. So, artificial swarm time. Okay, that was good. Oh, I don't have enough fader. Okay. Okay. This one's still alive, it appears. So they will get a. Yeah, they are alive. So they will get a. They will get a frame. They will get a frame with a cell on it, or one of them with multiple cells on it, because they haven't made a queen. Nope, they sure didn't. Matter of fact, they're storing nectar in that. Okay, so they're going to get a. That one's going to get a queen cell. I'm going to have to do some reconfiguring here. Okay, we're gonna have to. This is just for these. This is just for this one hive too. I don't even know what the other hives have got. I may have to be doing this all afternoon. Okay, that one doesn't even have. These don't even have any frames or any feeder lids on them, or feeder jars. This one's got ants in it. Not terrible, but it does have ants.
Message from your son.
Okay. Ugh. That was nasty. I'm not putting that back in the hive. I'm gonna give that to the chickens. That's nasty. Okay, so I got 1, 5. I got 5, and then I'm gonna put the queen, the actual queen, in this. Come on. Okay. Wasp, you are being evicted. Okay, so the queen. Okay, here we go. We're gonna have to do this. This hive's getting split 7 ways to. Okay. Is there a queen cell? Well, I got to leave a queen cell or 2 in here anyway. This one didn't have any queen cells because this one's a nectar and honey frame. Okay, that one's got 1, 2, 3. Oh Lord, they're capped. Okay, so those 3, I'm gonna leave those 3 here for this hive. The queen is gonna go with me, and I'm gonna shake several bees off of those honey frames. Okay, so there's 1 right there, and 1, 2 right there. Okay, they're going with me, and they're gonna go into right there. Okay, and I will feed them a little later. I may even go back home and get some pollen patty. Okay, so I left a couple of queen cells in that one. Okay, this one. Yep, that's got queen cells too. That one's going in another one. Very carefully. so that one is there. Leave those there for now. That one still doesn't have any. My dilemma now, this is an established hive. It's got bees, live bees in it. They're queenless. Do I put I got wasps everywhere. Freaking wasp. If I don't see any eggs, it means there's not a laying worker just yet. So that means I'm still safe. I don't see any eggs. Ooh, it's kind of breezy. Okay. I don't see any eggs at all. Okay, so I can put a queen cell in here, maybe, because hopefully these bees won't fight. If I put bees, I don't want to shake the queen cell, because the queen cells are really delicate after they've been hatched, or after they've been capped. So come on, y'all gonna have to move. I don't want to get stung on my thumb again. There's some right there. I'm gonna put them in here. I'm gonna put them together. We'll see what happens. I think there's actually probably more bees on this frame than there is on that frame. So, okay, which they are on this side. I want to put them on the inside so that we'll be able to keep them warm a little easier. Plus, maybe I can keep from crushing them. There's not much room in there. Oh, I gotta get these things in there too. Propolis on the frame there. If I can get it scraped off, I might be able to move it. Just a little bit farther. Oh, it just barely went down in there. Okay. Now let's see if they fight. Hopefully not. Okay, y'all gonna have to move. Okay. So we've got queen cells in 3 hives, 3 mating newts. We've still got queen cells in the main hive. This one's gonna be a pain because I've got too many frames that need to be drawn out in here already. And let me double check, make sure there's not any queen cells on this one. I don't think I had anything on it. Nope. Okay. So I need at least one frame in the new hive. We'll give that to the queen. Alright, we're going to do this. we now have an artificial swarm. Okay, we will leave her right there for now. Okay, so we need to get them a bunch of frames. I think this one's good enough they can clean it out. So I'll give them this one. There. Put that one there. I need 2 more frames. I'll give them a starter strip and another foundation. So we'll do a starter strip on this side and a foundation on this side, and we will release the queen right there. Crawl down in there. There she goes. Okay, now I may be screwing this all up, but this makes the most sense to me anyway. I'm gonna bring these over here and shake all of these bees here, all of these into that hive, into this nuke. This was definitely not planned for today. Definitely not. Okay. Are you serious? Are you serious? Those are little bitty queen cells, and some of them have already hatched out. I may have just deposited a virgin queen in there. Golly. Okay. Well, the problem with that is I know she wasn't in there for over 4 days, so they took an old larva and made a queen out of that one, if that was what I saw. Those are queen cells. They sure do look like queen cells. That looks like an emergency queen cell, but it's not big enough to do anything with. I don't like those. I think I'm gonna pull all those off before I put them back in the hive, before I put them back in the box. See, there's another one. I don't want these up here, because if they put the queen excluder is above that, I mean below that, so she won't even be able to get out to go get mated. Plus I'm leaving bigger queen cells. I'm leaving bigger queen cells for the hive. Those are not queen cells, those are drone cells. These are all, I'm pretty sure, are all queen cells. Look at all that royal jelly. Look at all that. But, and there's something that's about to come out there. It looked like it was alive, whatever came out. Yep, there's a queen. There's a virgin queen right there. Oh, where'd she go? I just dropped her. I think she just fell on the ground. She'll probably be dead before long. Well, that was something I've never seen before. Queen cells built in the honey super from old, I mean, I'm talking days old larvae, because I know that I had taken the queen out of here way before they could have made a queen. Way before they could have. Oh my goodness. Unfreaking believable. Okay, well, I'm using those. I probably just killed them all because of my shaking them, but I'm not gonna. There's so many on that. I'm not gonna. This is crazy. I've never had anything like this go on. This is nuts. Okay, so that's all she's getting in that hive. That's the live queen, so that's queen right, as far as we know. This is nuts. Okay, so I need some more bees in that one. I need some more bees. There's more queen cells. You believe this crap? I'm gonna do it. I'm fixing to split this hive. Oh my goodness. Okay. This. All right. I need some more. Tell you what, they're going to draw that comb out on the bottom of those two honey frames, and that's going to be a pain in the butt. But actually, I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to leave these off, and I'm just going to put the lid on them, and I'm going to come back with some feeder jars. Orange. Where's the orange one? There is no orange one. Where's the orange one? Okay, I'm missing something. Or I put the wrong lid on something somewhere. Oh, there's the orange one on the ground. Okay. This is nuts. Alright, I'm going to give these bees just a few more out of that. Oh, this is crazy. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. So, now
the question is, what do I do with this box? I can't stick this box in there with no frames in it. I'll have to go get frames. I gotta go get some more frames. Make sure I got all these stinking queen cells out of here. I just killed or dropped a virgin queen, so there ain't no telling where she's gonna. That one's not developed yet. Plus it was too small. Get out of here, stinking wasp. Okay, there's some more queen cells. Alright. I'm gonna do it again. If this happens in all 4 hives, I won't have enough frames to do everything I need to do. I will be running low on supplies. I've got a bunch of frames in the freezer with the honey frames, but I don't have. I'm gonna do that. I need to get some more bees for those. Okay, I need to get another frame. Oh, this is crazy. Crazy. I did not bring enough enough resources for all this. As a matter of fact, I think I need to go to the house and get some more. Alright, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna get a bunch of frames, and I'm going to come back and I haven't even looked through this one. This one may be full of queen cells too. So I'm gonna have to start feeding these bees. They're not gonna have enough food stores to raise all these queens. The pollen feeder should be full back there. I've got to go to the house. I sure do. Okay, I'm gonna stop this one. Okay, I'm back. I had to scramble to put on my jacket, because as soon as I pulled up in the truck, man, I had some mad bees, and then they started bumping me like they did not want me back here. I have screwed up their whole mojo. So anyway, okay, turn this around here. I got feeder jars. I got a little bit more sugar water, more feeder jars. This is 5 gallons of sugar water. This is honey frames, and some that just had a little bit of honey that were in the freezer. So they have to thaw out before I put them in the hive. So these may not get used. It'll be a last resort if I do. All my pro nukes that I bought the other day, 5 of them, another nuke box, all the medium frames I could find, 2 frame feeders. So we'll see what we can do now. I hadn't even got through the first hive yet, so here we go. I did not get more medium frames. That is the one thing that I forgot. This bunch here is mad. You can tell. Let me see if is it on? Yeah, it's on. Okay. So, does it work? Oh no, what have I done here? I don't know what I've done there. Okay, now that's on. Let me double check, make sure this is on. Yeah, it's on. Okay. Yeah, I've thoroughly ticked off this bunch here. Let me go back through and see if I can remember what I've done. Okay, that right there is getting robbed out, the honey super that I left there. So I may go ahead and have to put that back on here just to keep it from getting robbed out, and then I'll have to bring back 2 or 3 or however many frames tomorrow just to... That's got a bunch of brood in it actually, so I gotta put the queen excluder back on too. Yeah, this one doesn't have any more queen cells in the honey super. So what I need to do, I guess, put them all in the center. That way maybe they won't be so stimulated to draw a comb out real quick. So I'm gonna have to boy, I'm glad I did that. I sure enough would have forgot about that. Alright, we're going to get some frames that have already had wax on them at one time or another. And put them in that hive. Tell you, if the other 3 hives look like this one did, I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble, because I don't know that I'm going to have enough equipment for all that rigmarole. So, queen excluder's on there. They've got plenty of honey in that first medium. I got the queen cells out of the honey supers. They're over in the mating nukes, which this is exactly what I've been trying to do, but not in that way. I don't know if I want to feed them or not. I don't know if I want to try to start. They'll survive for a day or two till I can make my decision whether I want to feed them or not. Okay, so that's got all the frames except for that top honey super. It's got 3 or 4 missing, so I got to bring some tomorrow back to that one. Oh Lord, this one's so big. I hope this one's not even close to that. Okay, this is going to have to be yellow because we don't know. We don't know if it's queen right. We got queen cells in it. Hopefully they will. Well, the way that one was, that it was ready to hatch out. If they're all like that, those may be hatching out today or tomorrow. So I still need to give this bunch here several days to raise a queen to go out, get mated. There are bees everywhere. It almost looks like there's a swarm out here. Matter of fact, is that a swarm settling? I'm hoping it was just all the robbers that were robbing out that honey super that I had sitting over there. because there's a bunch of bees that are settling right there. That may be that virgin queen. If that's that virgin queen, I need to put her in a mating nuke. So I'm gonna let them settle. I'm gonna let them settle, and then I'm gonna go over there and see if I can't find that queen in that cluster, because they're definitely clustering on something. So I may just scoop that whole bunch off into a mating nuke and see how things work. Okay. Well, I may not be able to get all this done today. I may have to come back tomorrow to do the other two, which might be a pain in the rear end, because I don't know, because if there's queen cells in the other ones like there were in this one and that one, they may be hatching out today or tomorrow. Wow, a lot of bees in this hive. Well, I guess I need to go through. That's what happened. I haven't even been checking on the honey super, because I took the queens out of all of them, and I put queen excluders on them, under them. That's what happened. The last time I was in there, I bet they had started making queen cells, and I didn't know it because I didn't check them. That's what happened. So, nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. I mean nothing. I mean not even honey in that one. Feel like there may be a little honey in that one. As long as there's not queen cells, I'm cool. They're actually starting to cap some honey in that one. There's a flow going on from somewhere, or they're robbing from other hives. So that's looked at that one, or did I? I'll look again. I think that was the same one I just looked at, because it's about the same amount of capped honey on it. Well, there's some leftover brood, but that's all drone brood. No queen cells on that one, thank goodness. But there are 3 more boxes after this one, and I'm not even through this box yet. They're starting to cap that off too. That's starting to hatch out. You can see a little drone sticking his head out right there. At least so far there's no queen cells. There. they're starting to cap that off. That honey super there is going to be heavy. And it's going to be full before long. I didn't think there was that good a flow going on right now. Okay. Make sure all these are down like they're supposed to be. I got to check all the boxes today. I can't, after that fiasco, I can't afford not to check every box, honey supers and all, even though there's queen excluders. Yeah, that's a little hefty. Okay. So, I wish I had my other, oh, it's not, that one's empty. Yeah, I wish I had my other hive tool. You know what, that one, if I'm not mistaken, there's a big old drone. If I'm not mistaken, that honey super there was just about full. So they may actually be eating on that, because when I put the extra honey supers on these, they had just about filled one of them up. So, and I think I put the empty ones on the bottom to try to get them to fill them up. This one wasn't even drawn out because that was right there is, get off, that gum wasp like to stung me. That is dirt from a dirt dauber's nest, or mud dauber, or whatever you want to call it. I call them dirt daubers. We all did. Uh-oh. My little cluster over there is gone, so she may be gone now. She may have gone up in that, she may have gone, well, there's no frames in that. Holy moly. Okay, yeah, that one's going to be hatching out soon. At least there's no queen cells. There's one, but there's nothing in it. I hope that doesn't mean they're in the swarm mode. If that's the case, them next two boxes may be interesting. I don't know if I've got enough resources for, or enough bees, either one. At least it's supposed to be warm next several days. It may be rainy, but at least it's supposed to be warm. So as long as I can keep them fed, the new ones, the new colonies I just started, as long as I can keep them fed, I should be able to get them through to the queens hatching out. Oh man, she just about filled up that bottom or top, that bottom honey super. That's why I put her down in the two bottom boxes. Yeah, they should, after all that hatches out, they should start filling that up with nectar. What is this cluster here? That's concerning. Holy crap. There is a queen right there. I hope they're not balling on her to kill her. They are. They are. They are balling on her to kill her. Where'd she come from? Oh, I hope she didn't come all that out of that. Hope she didn't come out of that nuke over there. Don't kill her. Don't kill her. They're killing her. Quit. Gosh dang. They have killed her. She's dead. She's a marked queen. Hope she didn't try to get back to that hive and lose her. Because there's a queen excluder. Okay, there's a queen excluder here. The only thing that makes sense is the marked queen came from that split I did, that artificial swarm, and she landed on this while I had it open, and she got in there and they killed her. They sure have. They have killed her, and now they're trying to carry her out. Golly. Yep, they've killed her. Yep, she's dead. Golly. So there's one mated queen dead. The only other thing that might be is, golly, the only other thing that might be is the queen from this hive somehow got through the queen excluder and got up here, and they've killed her. Maybe she was thin enough to get through there because they were preparing to swarm or something. I don't know, but they definitely killed that queen, and I gotta figure out which queen it was. I'm gonna finish going through this one, and I'm gonna go check that split and see if there's a queen in it. If there's not, then I gotta do something else. Golly, that just makes me sick.